welcome back to Lation Park for the QFA Division 1 Heart Sport Cup between Sunshine Coast rivals the Maroochydore and the Noosa Tigers. My name's Barry Gibson, and joining me in commentary today is my esteemed colleague Jack Barry. Welcome, Jack. What a great day.
Beautiful day, Baz, and a bit of a sombre way to kick it off, but a very moving way also to kick off the grand final. This is going to be a ripper. Two great rivals.
Geez, Jack, you couldn't ask for a better day. 28 degrees, hardly a breath of wind. Two real fierce rivals. We're set for a thriller. Who are you liking early, Jack?
Well, I think Noosa's been the side to beat all year. You know, they're more than accounted for their rivals many times this year. So Sam Four, his first grand final, but I suppose, Baz, you've been involved in a lot of grand finals, and Maroochydore been in the last couple. Will that pay for a bit of experience for them?
Yeah, I think you can never have enough experience, but the great thing is that it's unfamiliar territory for these clubs playing down here with the new competition this year. They haven't played a lot of footy at Yeronga. So I think both teams will take a little bit of while to settle in. I'm really excited, Jack, about some of the quality of the players that we've got. We've got Paul Bevan, who's played at the Sydney Swans. We've got a three-time premiership player from the Brisbane Lions in Bushy Copeland, and then a host of other players that have played at a really high level. So I think we're in for an absolute cracker as Maroochydore win the toss and kick to the right of screen, with the coin being tossed by South Queensland victorious coach Danny Craven.
Yes, well, a great man, Danny Craven. It's great to have him here and be part of what's a big day for both clubs. A really important start for both teams. I don't think, which way do you think the wind's been blowing in regards to any end that you think's been better than the other?
I think when it does get up, it have little bits of gust, but it's been really, really moderate today. If it's going anyway, it's going to the right of screen, but I think on balance of what we've seen in the first two games, which I must add, Jack, were ripping games. 2 points in the Colts. Maroochydore got home in a thriller, and then a thriller again in the reserves where Noosa got home by 6 points, and the wind played no part, and both teams scored at both ends, so I don't think that's going to come into play.
A couple of blokes I'm really looking forward to watching today is Norman, who's been out for a lot of the year with injury, Josh Norman from Maroochydore, but he's back, the big skipper, and also Zuffa, obviously a very good player as well. So Maroochydore, it's going to be a real ripper and an important start for both teams.
And also very important for our umpires. This is their grand final to do, so congratulations to our field umpires, Stephen Betts, Trevor Donoghue and Christopher Jardine on getting the nod to lead this one. This new revamped competition, Jack, this year, it's been outstanding. 10-team comp, the quality of play has been outstanding, and I think that that'll be on show here today.
Yeah, no, I think you got the best two sides you got there in the end. Not far off now for the big bounce. Another one to watch out for today is number 22, is Thomas Templeton from Noosa. He's had a pretty good year. Played in the rep side earlier on, Baz, in the year. You saw a little bit of him.
Best on ground, was a standout player. He's played VFL footy last year, and I certainly know there's a lot of clubs chasing his signature for next year, so I think Noosa are going to have to work hard to keep hold of him, and as you say, I think he's going to be critical to this game. He'll start in the middle, he wins a lot of his own footy, he's good on the inside and he's good on the outside, so he's a player that they're going to need to start. And interesting to see Copeland go straight to the wing on Zuffa. Two quality players there.
It's going to be a great battle, that one. So really ready in a spaz for the big one today. Good crowds building.
We're in racing terms, Jack. We'll tell you, we're just about set for a start in the QFA Division 1 Heart Sport Cup. Players are set, the umpires are set, he holds the ball in the air and he tosses it high and we're away. Simpson gets first hands on the ball, knocks it down. Bit of congestion early, bit of dust in there, it's a bit dry in the middle, and the umpire will have another crack and settle the nerves for the players early as he'll get us going again.
Here he goes, he's going to throw the ball up this time. Coleman for Noosa, Goy loses that tap out, a big punch forward there for Maroochydore, picked up there. But fumbled, he set it and he kicks it straight back, and it's Zuffa, big thumping kick. He sends it along into the forward line, it's one out in the square, can't mark the ball, punched away by Noosa. They got numbers at the fall of the ball, and he's going to keep it in as you have to. He kicks across, goal! Through for the first score of the day, Baz.
Yes, good start. Tomkinson, he's got some size down there for Maroochydore. Jack, number 23, he's a big lad. They've got some big tall targets down there with him and one of the co-captains in Josh Norman. So Noosa will bring the ball back into play, early stage of the QFA Heart Sport Division 1 Grand Final. Void of options, not sure where to go, so he just goes long outside 50 to a contest with Coleman. Spoil down the front. This is Templeton straight away, takes a bounce, goes long on the left foot, kicks it inside 50. Sturton in the contest, Maroochydore, and he's chopped the arms And the umpire said that'll be a free kick. Delbridge done. Oh, that's off the side of the boot. Tyle Williams, contested ball on the ground. Doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Stacks on the mill. Ball spills out. Loose ball situation here, Jack. Doesn't seem to be going anywhere fast. I think the umpire's going to have to throw that one up.
Yeah, getting a little bit scrappy there as they'll try and get to win the ball in close and then get it out to the outside runners. Just outside of 50 metres for the attacking team. Noosa, Coleman, again, loses the tap. Tap down, scrummies at the bottom there. The umpire think he's going to say, my ball, boys. We're going to throw it up again.
I'm having a look at Zufa and Bushy there. It looks like they shook hands at the start and said, I'll chat to you at the end of the game. I think they're playing each other on a ski rope, Jack.
Looks like they've got an extra one down in the defence there. Again, great start by the, is that big Jack Johnson, the ruckman? Number 15, I think it was, yeah, Jacob Simpson. So certainly getting first use of the ball. Here we go now for the Tigers, but well smothered there by Maroochydore, and the ball will trickle over the boundary line. We've played 2 minutes 25 into the first quarter, and it's a Roos by 1 point.
Yeah, good start so far. Nice and tight contest. No one's got any ascendancy. Got Coleman and Simpson in the ruck again as the umpire heaves the ball back inside. Simpson gets hands on it again. He started really well. But Noosa win the footy. Bit of a nothing kick down the line to a 50-50 contest. Cadzo attacked the footy there. Ball comes inside. Loose ball. Oh, umpire in the back, I think. Yes, and that's the way he's seen it. Yes, he was all over him. That was Baker from Maroochydore, the full-back. He was sloppy in the way he went about it. And this is the key forward, Jeffrey, who'll line up for the first shot on goal for Noosa.
The Roos are playing with a +1 there, but front position, he's earned the free kick. Oh, he'd only be 15, 20 metres out from goal. Nice and deliberate walk in. Lines him up. Umpire moves across. And he's missed.
Oh, I
1
think
point.
They might have celebrated a little bit early there, Jack. There was high fives going everywhere until the umpire put up one finger and said, I disagree. This will be Zufa, brings it back in with that thumping left foot into the middle of the ground. Norman attacks the footy. Quick hands inside.
It's Lang. Now drives it forward. One out in the square. Here's a go. Here's a chance now for Gale. He runs into it. Can he get the ball? No. Oh, ball bounces well for Noosa. Here's a chance at the back there. Off the ground. Is that the first?
Jared Gale, quick, good at ground level, kept his feet, little soccer, goal ski.
Good goal. It's a quick turnover. Big kick by Zufa.
Yes,
he landed right in the centre.
Yeah, it was smart. As I said, there's a little bit of a breeze, not much. Probably maybe if it's anything, it's a 1-goal breeze to the right of screen. And when you've got the footy in the best kick, mate, it's always going to go a long way. And he's an outstanding kick. Interesting this year, Maroochydore had 6 players in the South Queensland team, all who performed really well up in Cairns this year when they beat North Queensland. And the guy in the ruck, Simpson, played his 2nd year in a row.
He certainly started off well today. He's certainly getting first use of the ball. Umpire, here we go, back in the middle, throwing it up. Simpson again, he gets the tap again. Well sharked there by his rover. Can't pick it up. The ball scrambled there on the ground there. Can't shoot the ball out the back. It's just a stacks on the mill. Umpire says, I'll have it, thank you. 5-minute mark of the first quarter.
Hopefully it'll open up soon, Jack. It just seems a bit messy, but that's always going to be like this in grand final. Players are a bit edgy. So there we go again, and again Simpson clearing tap. Noosa win the footy. This is a loose ball in the middle. Maroochydore quick hands off to Zufa on that left foot. He just chucks it on the boot to half forward flank where Bevan is. Noosa with the footy now.
There was Lambourne. He gets the ball out, and he's steadies now. Noosa's got the ball. He uses it well out on the wing. They've got spare players there if they can get there. But that looks like Zufa's clever. He's pushing between the both of them. Now Maroochydore get the ball back. Well intercepted there by Templeton. Ball spills free. Umpire says it's a high free kick to Maroochydore. Who's got that there, Baz?
Yeah, that was Sutton who came in. Just got him high with the hip. It was a bit careless actually. No real attempt for the footy. As Maroochydore pushed it forward, and there's a big contest there. No one marks the footy. Jesus, no one's given an inch, Jack. There's a lot of pressure around the football as Noosa clear it back out. But again, it's to no one in particular, and that's the co-captain vice-captain, sorry, Pearson, who just cleared it.
Here's a chance now. Noosa cleaning up down the back line. He's got a switch on over here if he can see him, but he's going to go more inboard. But we've got Maroochydore in front there, just beautifully intercepted. Wins the footy onto the left. Always puts his teammate under pressure right in front of the coach's box. A good tap out. There's 2 versus 1. Oh, the ball will go over the boundary line. 6 minutes and 38 into the first quarter, Baz.
Yeah, it wasn't the best kick by Kennedy coming out. There's a bit of feeling in this game already, and they're not mixing it up at all.
Mitchy Mellendard not taking a backward step for the Roos.
Winter looks like he's hard at it for Noosa. He's enjoying the body contact. Another good contest here. That's Hill, gets him high, and the umpire sees that.
Harry Wilson will get the free kick, Baz, out in the centre wing. Wilson goes forward. He's looking for a lead there. Has he got Norman? Can't get the ball. Well, it's not Norman, sorry. It was Kennedy, I think.
It was a nice kick. He got some separation on his opponent, but late lunge right at the end for the Noosa defender. Got a hand in, and the umpire will bring the ball back into play for an out-of-bounds situation.
Apologies, that was Jared Gale. The ball gets thrown in front of the big Noosa crowd there. Norman tries to tap the ball out. Spills out to the back. Here's a chance there for Mackenzie. He spills the ball, but here's a chance for Noosa. They get one over the top towards Sutton. Sutton then turn handballs over towards Woods. Woods then he's got time. He kicks out forward towards Westall. Westall takes a mark. He stops and props. He's looking for Big Jeffrey. He's just said send it up high. There's numbers back there. He chips instead. Oh, not quite. Hits his target. And the spills free. Here's a chance for Sammy Ford, the coach. Again, a scrappy little kick inside 50. But a well mopped up there by Maroochydore.
Yeah, Kennedy now on the left foot, just goes down the line towards Bevan. He gets up high. This is Sutton again, quick hands inside. Colquhoun. Shot on the run there from Noosa. And I tell you what, Jackie boy, that's a sausage roll with the big fat tomato sauce.
Wow, if you don't mind. Composure. He saw, he sized it up there and just went bang.
Took his time to. It was really like the composure. It's an interesting game. That's where we'd hope it's this early stage. It's in the balance. So we have a look at the scoreboard, and it's 1-1-7 each. 8:30 gone in the first.
Yep, great start there by Nick Hill, kicking a much needed goal. So scores are all tied up. 8 minutes 40, 1-1-7 apiece. We're going to get back in the middle. And we've got a new ruckman this time.
Pretty warm day, Jack. They're going to need to have a lot of rotations today. The players are going to feel well. I think we've got about 27 degrees as we get a restart in the middle. And Noosa just knock at 40. Here comes Copeland, just chucks it on the left inside 50 with Scrubber. It's the coach 4, picks it up very clean at ground level. Flicks it out to Isles. He gets taken quickly in a tackle by Ben Cadzo. Takes him to ground, and the umpire says, "Give it to me, boys. I'll throw it up."
There we go. Plenty of numbers around the ball. Winter, the last bloke off the deck. Umpire throws it up. A big jump this time again. The win by Maroochydore is dominating the ruck. Simpson. Kick off the ground. Here's a quick one. There's 2 versus 1, but again they kick it back. A bit of soccer tactics going on. Quickly picked up there by Lang. He drives it wide into the wing, and he's found. Is that Bevan?
Yes.
Bevan turns around and goes bang into the forward line. There's a one out. Oh, there's a collision though, spilled out of the back. Here's a go for a bit of pace there, but I think Noosa will get there in regards to Lasky. And a rebounding, here he goes. He'll go over the top. He'll find Barr. Barr will go short, and he's found 22, which is Templeton.
Templeton now on the grandstand wing. Slows it down, just a bit of tempo footy. Umpire asks him to move it on, calls play on. On that left foot now, goes long down the line to a contest where the ruckmen are. Big fly. Umpire says play on, he didn't pay that. And I reckon he'll have it again. No one can get any real loose players, Jack. It's a lot of one-on-one footy, which isn't a bad way to start. Hopefully they'll open up soon.
It's a game of chess. Connor McDonald will do the ruck work for Noosa. But again, it was Simpson. The ball spills free. Tackled hard in there was Benny Cadzo. They're all wrestling up there, the umpires. Thanks, gents. I'll have the ball, thank you.
I think the team that can find some space and get a bit of run on the overlap and a bit of use on the outside is going to be the team that might be able to get a bit of ascendancy early as the player settles. It gave McDonald up against Simpson. Simpson hasn't had a break yet, and he gets the knock down. That's young Jakey Warren. He goes out of bounds again, and we'll have another restart. Plenty of stoppages here today.
Good numbers out the back there. The umpire's going to throw it in. 7 points apiece. Throws it in. The big man going to ruck. Front plot this time. He gets the tap out. Well done, but it's Shark there. Well by Lang. Again, he's had a bit of the ball. Gets onto the right foot. A quick inside kick inside 50. Not quite there. Norman's battling away. Handball at the back. Oh, he slowly gets a kick, and now over the top. Here's a chance for the Tigers. He'll go short, and he'll find number, I can't see the one is there, but it's number 5. It's Jared Westall.
Westall now goes short down the line. That's an ordinary kick. Sutton finds it though, goes on that left foot inside. A lot of left footers out here today. Sturton impacts the contest. Ball, high contact, and the umpire's seen it. And that'll be Delbridge. He'll go back and he'll have a shot at. Might have been Baker that took him high, but the umpire was straight on that. Good umpiring, and Delbridge will go back on a slight angle, 35 out. Shouldn't be too much trouble, Jack. There's not much breeze to speak of. He just needs to nurse this one through the middle.
His first year at the club, former Panther, played some good footy down in Melbourne, and has joined Noosa this year. So experienced player. Oh, it's a nice long kick. It's swinging around. The umpire says, "That'll do me." Big goal. And I think that's the key today, Baz. You need to kick your goal. So 2 big goals for Noosa this quarter.
Good crowd in, Jack. We've on the left of the screen, probably can't see it because they're on the grandstand side, but a big contingency down from Maroochydore in one wet area, and at the other end of the ground we've got another wet area with the Noosa faithful. So great to see that everybody's travelled down here to this fantastic facility at AFLQ.
Looks like Tompkinson's going into the ruck now to give Simpson a break.
Yeah, Simpson's on the pine at the moment, having a bit of a rest.
So this should be a chance for Jace Coleman now to see if he can go well against the number 2 ruckman. He does get the tap out, and then sharked and well kicked away. That's by Warren, I think, down on the forward line. Ball spills into the half forward, running out of bounds. I think, no, they got it in there. Norman stops and props, but they just drag him over the line in front of the big Noosa crowd there. Wouldn't want to pull out down there, Baz.
Ooh, you wouldn't want to hit the fence there, Jack. You might get a free beer, I reckon. Umpire, so we'll have a restart just inside the attacking 50 for Maroochydore.
It's Coleman
Umpire
again.
hurls it back in. Plenty of numbers around the footy. No clean possession. Stacks on the middle once again, and I reckon we're going to have another throw up, Jack. Just no one can get any flowing footy at the moment. The conditions are perfect. I just think it's going to take some time for both teams to settle and find each other out.
Seem to have a +1 back here, so they've got the numbers behind the ball here, Maroochydore. Here's a chance. Oh, great play there by Templeton. Umpire's pinged it. You've got to give him a free kick as well. So, geez, he wanted that footy, and that's the way to clear those stoppages.
He's outstanding in the contest, Jack. He's also very good on the outside as well, so he's a really good player at this level. As I said, he's played VFL footy.
Lynch is in there. Delbridge tries to punch the ball out. Here's a chance now for Mackenzie. He gets a handball over the top. Delbridge runs straight through. Oh, there's no big pardons in here. And they're all diving on top there. The umpire says...
Stacks on the mill, Jack!
Umpire says, I'll have the ball right in front of the central commentary box. 14.5 minute mark of the first quarter. 13 plays 17 Tigers way. Baz.
Coleman in the ruck, gets a tap down. Quick hands inside there. This is Mackenzie, head over the footy. Noosa in hard. Both teams just barging in at the footy. And the umpire's going to have about his 20 of clearance already. Toll Williams not happy with Sutton at all. Gave him a little bit of treatment off the ball.
The umpire's going to throw it up. Plenty to play here, right in front of the coaches' boxes. Up we go, here we go. It's Coleman again. He just can't quite get a good clear tap at it. He jumps straight back in there, great second effort. Umpire says it's a high contact, and Maroochydore, the Roos are going to get a kick right on the central wing commentary position. That'll be taken by Sam Mackenzie, the vice skipper.
Mackenzie with the ball now. Just on the golden arches there. Goes down the line to a 50-50 contest and finds Simpson, who made a 50-50 or an outstanding effort. The big fella kicks it back inside. Looking for Bevan. Oh, nearly stuck, so close. Norman now on the left, round the corner.
Norman!
It's a goal, Jackie boy! Oh, what a contest we've got. 2-1-13 each at 15-minute mark of the first quarter. If this is where it's going to be, Jack, it's following the script of the first 2 games. We could be in for an absolute nail-biter.
Great goal there by Norman. He didn't panic, he stopped, he pivoted, he gave himself some time and space and went bang. 2-1-13 apiece. 15 just ticking past 16-minute mark. Coleman in the ruck. Simpson has started well. He gave him something when he went forward as well. for Maroochydore.
Yeah, he's a big unit. He's lined up at centre half forward at the moment, so that's going to be a tough matchup for them. They're going to have to really work hard on that, and I think it's clever coaching to push him forward when he's resting out of the ruck.
Big tap out, here we go. No shark there by, he couldn't quite get it, Noosa. Now here's a chance here by Maroochydore. He gets got a quick hump by him. I said you didn't get it clear enough, and it's a free kick there going towards Jai Fitzpatrick's.
Yes, that was Ainsworth. He went one way, went the other, and the third time he went down to ground, and the umpire said, "You've had it too long, son." As Noosa pump it inside forward, but again, it's a poor kick and just goes to a 50-50 contest. This is for the coach.
Yeah, he looks like Semi-4. I've got it mixed up before. That's Barry Smeaton. Him and Semi-4 look like they're brothers.
Sorry, Mr. Smeaton, I got you confused. Yes, maybe they are related. A lot of niggle jack, a lot of elbows, a lot of pushing and shoving, but no one's overstepped the mark yet. It's just a bit of testosterone coming out. As the ball gets knocked down, that's Isles. He's been busy early, gets a quick kick. Here's Smeaton on cue. Back to 4 on cue. I'm sure they're listening to us, Jack. I think they've got as wide as they kick it forward. And that's a fantastic mark by Delbridge. He's been prominent early. He's had his hands on the footy.
He started well, Delbridge. That was good. It was a good kick there by 4. He won the footy, went inside 50 and had some space to kick it to. And he just kicked it to the advantage side of Kent Delbridge, who'll have a shot. I think he's a left footer. Oh, he'd be about, 20 metres out, Baz, on a slight angle?
Oh, I don't know about slight, Jack. I reckon it's a good 45 degrees. He'll have to do some work to get this one through. Could be a little bit tricky. Goes back, 2 steps, kicks it. The goal umpire and the boundary umpire meet, and the boundary umpire said, "Well, that is out on the full, son."
Okay, tough angle and a right footer, so I got a bit of a mix-up there.
Zufa, long contest. Ball knocked inside the middle, near away. Got players loose everywhere here, Noosa. That's Woods, the general manager of the club. He wears all the hats.
He's got the ball.
There's a nice little delicate dab, I'd call it, Jax. Yep. Delicate dab. Can't see who this is. I need him to turn around so we can get a look at him.
It might be Nicholas Hill.
Might get the knockies out. Anyway, he's about 52 out. He lets rip with a big one. It's going to on the goal square and it gets knocked over Baker. And Baker, the fullback from Maroochydore, sees it over for a behind.
He's going to kick the footy back in. Zufa, if it's metres gained, do they count how far the ball goes in metres gained? Because he's travelling plenty already. Zufa looking, he's going to go long again.
Bang!
Wow, he's fired that out of the gun. Lands just outside the centre, over the back. Here's a chance now, Norman. He'll send it just as long. 2 kicks and they're inside 50, Baz. The ball's racing out towards the half-forward line, and I think the ball will beat them out of bounds. 13 apiece, 90-minute mark of the first quarter in the big Heartsport Cup Division 1 Grand Final.
Gale and Lambour, they look having a good contest already, those two. They've both had a bit of the footy. It's probably going to be a critical matchup as we see Ben Cadso come back on for Maroochydore, and he'll slot straight down the back where he's comfortable.
2 kicks. They've got to watch that ball out the back when those boys kick it in.
They do. They're pressing up and the ball's going over quick.
Throwing the ball in. Here we go. I can't see the tap. Oh, it's Norman again over the top. Puts it right inside the deep in the forward pocket. And the umpire says, "I'll have it, thank you." We'll throw it back in. So we've seen that Zufa's pushed right up here. He's sitting on side 50, so they've got to watch the kick coming out as well. So they can't just blaze away outside of that defensive 50.
He's playing an interesting role. He's taking the kick-ins, but he's playing on the wing. So they're obviously giving that up when he's down there deep. This is Simpson with a big snap around the body, the big fella. Looks like it's going to go out on the full. And that'll be a free kick down there to the captain, Oppie.
Oppie, yep. Harrison Oppie, the skipper. He's going to go across goals this time. He'll go short. Ooh, very tough.
Jack, what was he thinking there? Seriously.
Well, if you're going to do that, you've got to be centimetre perfect.
Oh, that was special. Long outside now. Looks like Hill in a contest there. Here comes Woods, the GM. Goes down the line. Looking for Smeaton, but the ball falls short.
It's Kennedy there working for Maroochydore. The ball spills over the top. And the umpire says out in the full, and Kennedy will take the ball just side 50. Go inboard and find Zufa, but it doesn't hit his target. Yes, he does. He just scrapes it there. So this could be an interesting kick. He's got Mallender sitting out here by himself, but he's going to ignore him, and he's going to drive long out onto the wing, far ground. A big fly by the pack, spills over the back. Noosa's got numbers at the ball, and they're going to wrap it up in there. Can he get it out? They do. Here's a chance. Who we got here, Baz? Taps it through Noosa, but and now it's picked up by the Templeton, who gets a beautiful left foot kick inside. One out with Jeffries in the goal square. Umpire said you didn't hold him. Now it's tapped. Here's a chance for 4. He snaps it. Goals! And it goes across the face, and they'll throw it in, Baz. This time, deep inside, Noosa's forward. 21-minute mark, first quarter.
Pearson's got his work cut out for today. He's pretty quick, and when he gets near the goal, I reckon he goes a little bit quicker, Jack. He seems to like them.
Yeah, that's right. He certainly does. Pearson, of course, a former Palm Beach boy that played in a few grand finals down there, so he's played a bit of footy before.
Some great matchups all over the ground.
Yeah.
So ball comes back inside from the boundary umpire. Quick hands there. It's out to Kennedy, kicks it out wide. Here's Tyle Williams, former Wilson Grange player. Back to Zuffa, just goes long on that left foot again down the line. And this looks like Lambourne, doesn't mark the footy. Quick hands now, Noosa. They've got options, plenty of time. And they come back inside with in the middle. And that's looks like Templeton again with those clean hands. He kicks it back inside. There's plenty of movement. I think they're going to have to get a tag on Templeton soon. He's getting a lot of the footy and he's damaging as they kick it long inside 50.
Yeah, good, nice kick there by Lasky. The ball spills free. Where's the little small man? But it's picked up there by Noosa. We've got a couple of players out here wide. Here's a chance here, I think, for Noosa. Noosa's got the ball and just saw it over the line there. So he had to hit his target and he just missed young Melander there. So the ball went out of bounds and will be thrown here right in front of the coach's box here.
I think they were surprised. I think Fitzpatrick came off the bench. Number 2 there, runs straight off the bench and created a contest very timely as the umpire heels it back inside. Fitzpatrick on cue. There's young Jakey Warren, knocks it forward. The big fella, quick hands outside. Ball just bouncing around. Warren follows up, some nice work on the left foot. Kicks it inside 50 to Norman. And umpire says there's a holding contest. And he's going to pay it against Norman by the look of it.
As he go down, Noosa bring the ball out. Oh, it's going to have to hit his target and he misses. It's so crucial in big games like that. And unfortunately, he just went over the top. And Maroochydor's taken a big mark about 40 metres out directly in front.
Tyle Williams has got it. Another one of their South Queensland representative contingent here today.
He comes in with a deliberate shot. Can he kick this goal? Put him in front. He's left a beautiful kick. Umpire doesn't. Oh, hang on. What's he calling for? Might be a touch ball here, Baz.
He says, let's have a chat. Umpire Trevor Donahue.
He wants to
Field
review
umpire has a quick chat. Gives him the all clear. Darryl Linden float. Gives him the 2 fingers and said, I'm running this show, and that's a goal.
Big goal. 3-2-20 Maroochydore leading Noosa 2-2-14. 23-minute mark, just coming up the 24-minute mark of the first quarter of this 2017 Heartsport Cup QFA Division 1. Mouthful, but it's a grand final.
It is a grand final, Jack, and what a great crowd we've got in here today. Perfect conditions. Tough for the players, probably 28 degrees and not a lot of breeze, so be interested to see which team can run the game out at the end, because having watched the previous 2 games, a lot of players cramped up, so I'm curious to see how that goes. Certainly entertaining first quarter, Jack, so far as the umpire restarts to play, and we're back to Coleman and Simpson. Simpson gets his hands on it again. Quick hands inside here. Snap around the corner inside 50 towards Bevan. He's been marked really closely there.
It's picked up there by Lachlan Cameron. He goes out wide and he's found his teammate out in the outer wing. He finds it now, looking for the big number, Jace Coleman. And has he taken the mark there, Coleman? Yep, sporting the long sleeves today. Sun smart. He drives the ball long, looking up towards the 50, can't get there, but it's chopped off there by his counterpart, who gets it and then just drives it long there, Simpson into the forward 50. Just outside there, but it's roped up and picked up there by Lasky. He's had a fair bit of ball in the defensive. He finds Woods. Woods goes high and long, out on the outer wing there. No one can take the mark. Coleman over the top. Here's a chance, Baz.
Yep, quick hands now, Noosa. Kick it in, Marucci go inside. And that, he got good body on him, Jack, but he just couldn't finish it off. Great tackling. Oh, that was an outstanding tackle. Is that Copeland, Jack?
No, I don't think it is, but I think...
Or Lambourne. They look very similar.
Yeah, we'll
go to the same hairdresser by the look of it. As he chips it out wide.
He's found Mick Kiddick. He goes inside. Now he's found Hill. Hill says play on. The umpire says play on. Hill's got the ball inside the defensive 50. Drives down to the outer wing. Led out there by Westall. He gets the ball. A good tackle there by Maroochydore. It causes a spill and will be picked up there by Ty Williams. And he's had a bit of ball this quarter, Baz.
Yeah, he goes back down the line now. Again,
Oh, big hit.
big hit. I reckon that hurt both of them. They both get up, which is great to see. Great contest between the captain of Noosa Opie and the ex-Sydney Swan for Maroochydore in Bevan. I think that's a crucial matchup. If Opie can have the win there, I think that could go a long way to deciding this game.
Yeah, well, we know with Bevan, I know being an older player now, but he's damaging with the possessions he does get. So he's got to be watched all day long. Here's a chance inside 50 now. A chance where he tries to wrap him up hard there. Land ball, and the umpire says, I'm sorry, son, you've grabbed him high. And Maroochydore are going to get a shot on goal about 25, 30 metres out directly in front.
Dead in front, Jack. It was there. It was there. I think it was fair to say. And this will be Gale. Had a great contest so far with Joel Lambourne. He'll be looking for his first of the day. No, his second of the day. He's already had that second goal on the left foot. A lot of left footers out here today, Jack. And the left foot serves him well as Maroochydore kick another one. And they sneak out to a handy little lead now. So it's 4-2-26 to Noosa, 2-2-14 at the 27-minute mark of the first term.
Plenty of rotations coming through. I've seen Zuffa's had a break, Templeton's had a break. So they're rotating them through, which I think is pretty wise on a day like today. And we're just seeing Harry Wilson come straight off the bench and straight into the middle.
Neither teams had much clean footy, despite the fact we've had 6 goals. No one's had clean flow, and be curious to see if it does break open. Both teams are playing a real contested game of footy, a lot of one-on-one across the ground. As Simpson against Coleman. Simpson gets great hands down to Mackenzie, snaps it around the corner on the right towards the big. There's Norman. He snaps around the corner and through for a minus score.
Feeling like that's going to be the scoring end, Baz. I'm not sure. They're getting a lot of distance with their kicks there. So Noosa's done well to kick the 2 goals if it's easy into the win. Noosa to bring the ball back in. 28-minute mark, first quarter. All the players heading to the outer wing. He drives a long drop punt. It's going to land outside 50. The pack fly. Oh, strong mark there by Maroochydore. Who's going to send it back in? Great grab there. Can't pick up who that is.
Looks like Kennedy, Jack.
Jesus,
coming up off half back. They're pressing right up. He's taken a couple of good catches today.
Yeah.
He's 50 out. He's going to back himself in. He's got a big run up, a la Benny Brown from North Melbourne. You go back. Kicking from about 55. Thumps it on the left. It's left foot city here today towards the top of the square.
Oh!
Huge mark from a huge man. The umpire says, get around, son. I'm going to put you on the angle.
He's looking to go inboard. Well, this is going to be an interesting goal. Will he run around and snap it through? He does. He fires away. Umpire has a good look at it and says no, just offline. One behind. Takes Maroochydore to 4-4-28. Leading Noosa 2-2-14. Just coming up 29-minute mark.
And it'll be Lasky that'll bring the ball back into Noosa. Can't be long to play in this quarter, Jack.
How have you summed it up so far, Baz? You thought this quarter, who's had the ascendancy?
Oh, I think it's been even though they've got the score. I think it's been even as Lasky goes out wide to a contest. A lot of kicking the footy to a contest. And here's Templeton. He's all class. His kid, he has a bounce, gets a quick hand. Good interception there and follows up again. Templeton with a tackle. Quick kick inside by Maroochydore. Oh, unlucky there not to get a free kick, Lasky, I think.
Just got
we'll have a ball up, Jack.
Just could have lowered his eyes then and he might have found a spare there, but you know, pressure in that forward line, they bang it in quickly, I suppose.
Yeah, it's clearly the tactic of Maroochydore is just get it in quick and put a lot of pressure on the Noosa defenders. This is Fitzpatrick.
Nice
trouble,
move.
yeah, worked through that really well. Oh, I'm not sure about that kick though. This is Isles. Quick hands again, Isles has got it. What's he going to do, the little fella? Clever! Around the corner. And this is Sutton sporting the black headgear. Hasn't got many options. He'll have to go long down the line, which he does. Again to another contest. Oh, Sturton was up high over the back. Cadzo. This is Mackenzie. Great work there by Westall, I think it was. He was outnumbered, but he managed to create a stoppage. And Noosa can reset and get some numbers around the footy.
30-minute mark, first term. Can Noosa get another one just before quarter time? Can't be much time left. Ruckman go up, big tap again. Simpson's dominating in the ruck today. Noosa get first chop of the ball, but they can't hold. Here's a chance now for Maroochydore to clear the ball, and they do so. Another one-on-one out the back there. He can't do it with one hand. He can't get hold of it, Ma. The ball spills to the ground, and they'll start to stack it up, which has been probably a lot of the story of the first quarter. Has been a few ball ups here, Baz.
It's stoppage city, Jack.
28 plays 14, 31-minute mark first term. Heart Sports Cup Grand Final here at Yeronga.
We're away again in the middle of the ground. Maroochydore kick it forward again. They love just belting it forward. They got plenty of numbers around the footy. Quick hands inside. Bevan puts on a great tackle. Ball forced out. No prior opportunity. Good umpiring there. And this will be Lambourne that clears it out wide to the outer side. And the ball will run over and the umpire will ask for a restart.
Interesting time. Can there be a late score? It can't be much longer to go in the first term. It's certainly Noosa looked good when the balls hit the deck, but geez, they've just had numbers at the contest, Maroochydore, and that's caused stoppages, and I think they're playing it on their terms a bit, so it's probably what they're after.
Pressure's been good. Simpson gets hands down again. He's dominating in the ruck as Maroochydore force it forward. Again, both players hard at the footy there, and I think that last bit of play, Jack, probably epitomises this contest. Both teams incredibly hard at the contest, and again, I think once the game starts to settle and players start to find space, we'll start to see the skills on display. So how have you seen the first quarter, Jack?
Yeah, as I said, Baz, I think it's been a lot of contested footy there. Noosa have looked really good when they've had the ball in broken play and they'll use it well, but they've just had numbers at the contest and the pressure has been outstanding from Maroochydore, and they've used the ball long. So at quarter time, Maroochydore 4-4-28, leading Noosa 2-2-14 in the Heart Sport Cup Grand Final.
We'll be back shortly.
What do you think?
Mate, you're outstanding at it.
Are we going okay?
We're going all right, mate.